Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be watching Caroline Forbes, A Good Vampire. This is a video by Daddynegan. Since the video is a little longer, let's just jump directly into the reaction.
I feel like there's not a person in the world that loves you.
Is everything okay with you?
That can be a little rough.
I'm fine.
It's just lately you've seemed... Oh my god, Caroline.
Oh, is this after the transformation? Like after she turned?
No, of course not.
I'm assuming that's the conversation. Also, I gotta say, the whole thing with how Damon treated Caroline at the very start of the series, it's very, very icky is the feeling that I would say, or the word that I would use to describe that, without going into too much detail. But, I mean, he abused her for the first season, or I don't even think it was the entirety of the first season, but like it was rough. And like I've seen some of those episodes again, and it's a little much to rewatch those, because it's very weird to see that same character and then how he transforms later on. And then also, you know, Caroline's transformation, ultimately she transforms for the better after becoming a vampire, but also it's weird that it never comes up really ever again, which is interesting to me.
How you manipulated me,
I think it only happens like right after.
abused
Like right after she turns, she attacks Damon, and that's it.
erased my memories. Fed on
Yeah.
Well, the memories have been coming back in pieces.
You are the only stupid thing here.
Damon was really cruel.
And useless. Wait.
How can you remember?
Murderer. I'm a monster.
What the hell? Your face?
You suck.
Caroline of all people will not make it as a vampire. Miller's a vampire hunter.
Not true.
You are? She's your daughter, Liz.
And
My daughter's gone.
We're not gonna kill her. You have no idea how wrong you are about that.
Why are you trying to fix me?
So I don't have to kill you.
That's gotta be hard.
oh right, the whole dad thing was scary too. What is it? No, he's Noah Bennett from Heroes as well.
Your dad hates the one thing you can't change about yourself.
I'm still your little girl.
You're a vampire, sweetheart.
Nothing will ever be okay,
I still
or you'll never be okay again, right?
Think you'll ever
Yeah.
be okay again.
Hey, Mom.
The one thing I will say, I don't remember Mr. Forbes' actual name, but the one thing I will say is that he's actually very true to his principles. Like, even after he gets bitten, he decides to just die. He decides not to go through with the transition, because if he did that, he would ultimately be a hypocrite. And it also sucks because it's like, it's a similar relation to, I feel like, Ned Stark and what he has to go through, either hold up his ideals or be there for his daughter, right? Or his daughters, or what in that case. But I mean, they ultimately make two separate choices, and they both end up leading down the same path anyway. But it's interesting that this character, and perhaps it's because he's also not as involved in Caroline's life, right? With a character like Ned Stark, he's still raising his kids, but like with Caroline's dad, he's not really around after he moves away and stuff like that. So when he comes back, he's like, look, I have to die. It's just something, and perhaps it's something that he doesn't think he would be able to handle, but I don't even believe it's that, because he was capable of conditioning himself to fight against compulsion. I don't know the extent of that. Like, I understand that someone like Caroline wouldn't be able to compel him, but, or maybe even, I think Damon or like Stefan wouldn't be able to, but what about someone like an original? We don't really see stuff like that, but I would say that perhaps he also had a very good shot at becoming a quote-unquote good vampire.
Thanks for believing in me.
After everything that we've been through, you've been there for me.
I don't like Tyler anymore. I don't.
You taught me to look at things in a different way.
I just thought that he was the one who got me.
He did. He will again.
Isn't she stunning?
Damon's right.
That being said,
They won't end
Tyler and Damon have similar attributes at the start of the story. I mean, Damon to a actually more ferocious degree, and like that, I would surmise that he's actually even worse than Tyler is in the first episode in his treatment to Caroline, and yet on some level I feel less compelled to forgive Tyler and his actions. But I think it's also because of the difference in their arcs. I don't know. I know this is a Caroline-centric video, but I've actually been thinking about that a little bit, where it's like Damon's arc is that he becomes less and less kind of crazy as the series progresses, and Tyler, becomes more and more cursed once he finds out more about his family history and everything like that, and then he becomes a hybrid, at which point he is no longer the same person, essentially, and he's a lot more, he's basically a puppet for someone else for a while, and that's still sad. And then from there, his life becomes an obsession for revenge, and so that's kind of the divergence in the path for Damon and versus Tyler, where it's like Tyler just kind of falls further into a pit and isolates himself, and then Damon learns, while at the start when he was already in that said pit, to branch out and kind of integrate more with other people. That's what I would say is the difference there. Perhaps Tyler's journey was incomplete because I think he also dies.
We all want the cure.
Do we?
Well, not Caroline.
It doesn't matter. There's only one, so it's not like I'm gonna get it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you could,
Wish that life was
I find it weird that
would you?
different.
I think she's the only one that actually gets asked by Klaus.
You prefer
I think no one else really asked her.
the girl you once were.
I made you better by making you a vampire. Life doesn't have to stop after you die.
That is
I hate
definitely
him
true,
so
though.
much for what he did to me. How can you hate who I am so much?
Sweetheart, I don't hate you. I love you. You're strong. You're beautiful. Beautiful.
Now all I want to do is save his life.
Of course you do. He's your dad.
You're strong. You're full of light. You're good.
That has to be so conflicting too for the dad, where it's like, I mean, it's essentially you're raised to believe that these creatures are monsters, which they are. They are monsters. They're predatory creatures towards humanity. And yet now your child, who you love dearly, who you helped raise, has become one of them. And yet aspects of their character are still the same. And there is this thing that looms over you where it's like they're partially the same, but they're forever altered. And it's like, how do you reconcile that? Which is it's a very interesting aspect of Caroline's early journey.
Beautiful future ahead of you. Ryan's really lucky to have a friend like you.
And even after everything that's happened to you, you are exactly who your mother and I hoped you'd grow up to be.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Catherine is a horrible person. Choose to believe that you can be saved.
But you see the good in people.
You mean Klaus?
That is true.
Part of you
She does literally see the good in everyone, which I really like that. And Tyler hates that. Honestly, Tyler complains about that all the time, which is kind of annoying. See,
Good person.
Tyler's always jealous and always annoying.
Here lies Caroline Forbes, cheerleader.
Miss Mystic Falls.
Oh yeah, they did the whole
Falls.
Miss Caroline
like
Forbes.
happy like funeral day or something, or like her rebirth day, or I don't remember what it was called. I think it was like the celebration of her death or something,
And she had a really good
which I thought that was a very interesting and cool idea on the writer's part to do something like that.
so that you can move forward.
You like being strong.
I can take you.
Ageless.
I'm not girly little Caroline anymore.
Fearless.
I can handle myself.
We're the same, Caroline.
We're the same, you and I.
If you and I are so similar, then show me your compassion. My name is Caroline Forbes, and I am a good vampire, and I don't just go
I
around
am a good vampire.
You've got me all wrong, Caroline.
I also don't like Enzo. Enzo's so annoying.
that I would show you.
I'm preparing you. Maybe people just expect more from you.
Why?
Because you're actually decent.
Doing good comes so easy to me. Well, guess what, Tyler? It doesn't.
Don't worry, love.
All day I've been trying to remind myself of all the horrible things he's done.
You know I'd never hurt you.
We've all done horrible things. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what makes us.
You killed 12 witches. You know the reason we're
Nothing makes you really different from Klaus. Not really.
Mystic Falls. Granted us permission to be together.
I mean, honestly, there isn't much different between the two of them.
I swear to God, Tyler, if you take one more step, we're done. Me or his stupid revenge fantasy. He chose
See, this is what I'm saying.
I have
Klaus,
the same
or
impulses as you.
Kyler became obsessed with revenge on Klaus, and it's like, ugh, come on. Seriously. At some point, you have to actually live your life, regardless of what's happened.
Do you love her? You and me, Caroline.
Like, I don't hate Stefan and Caroline together, but also, I really liked Caroline with Klaus. I thought it was very, very cute, the two of them together, but
Take care of everyone.
I don't know.
I'm gone, okay? I will.
They weren't sending him away, Caroline. They were trying to save the next generation of Gemini twins.
I'm immortal and you're not.
What if you die and I'm still here?
And I always
Oh, that's cute. That's so cute and sad. Are the kids saying that? Oh, she's saying that to her mom. Okay, gotcha. I thought that was her kids talking to her, because that's also a question. Like, the twins are going to grow up with their mom, and
Don't let go.
she's just going to stay the same age, which is really weird.
Me to pass along
She's gone.
a message to her daughter.
She needs to know how
Oh, I loved
Your mom.
Damon
Proud of you.
speaking at the funeral. It was great.
This is Josie.
I'm Josie.
In honor of their mother. This is Elizabeth.
I'm Lizzie.
In honor of your mother. To a Mystic Falls mom. And not only did she protect this town, but she raised an incredible daughter. You, me, kids. We're a family that I now get to call family.
She was meant to be extraordinary.
She said you were extraordinary.
You two are special.
Tell Caroline. And we will always, always be a family. I heard her.
We'll see him again.
And I will love her forever too.
Also, this part is one of the weird things about the Legacy series, because it makes no sense that Caroline's not in the show. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that Caroline's not in the show, because it doesn't make sense. There are already several solutions to the merge conundrum. Put one of them in a prison world for a year. Literally just flip a coin and, have them have them visit on weekends or whatever. It's still possible to live like that. They won't be the same age, and then you'll be fine. It's what happened. Or have them both give up their magic for a while, and then the same thing, right? Like, there are solutions here, because Joe and Kai did not have to merge. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But that's a whole other thing for Legacies that I don't even want to get into.
One more moment. You'll know that they're not looking.
To Liz Forbes.
Just means
Gone. But never forgotten.
I'll never forget you.
So yeah, that was the video. It was a lot of fun to watch. I like Caroline. She's one of my favorite characters from the Vampire Diaries series, even after the originals left. I just think that she embodies the potential of what being a vampire could be in this universe, and that's why I really like her character, because she's not burdened by, like, baggage like Damon or Stefan, and though bad things happen to her, ultimately she's capable of rising above most of the time. I mean, despite the fact that she turned off her humanity at one point when she was grieving. Overall, like, I really like Caroline's character, because she's always like a foundation and a rock for pretty much everyone in the show, and I like that she ends up being a mom despite being a vampire, although I don't fully understand how that works, but whatever. And the whole relationship that she has with Stefan, it feels very organic and natural, because they've been friends for so long since her initial transformation or her original turn into becoming a vampire, that it just makes a lot of sense, and I really appreciate that. That being said, that is all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any other videos you'd like me to react to in the future, let me know as well. If you liked the video, please like the video, and as always, subscribe for more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.